Sit back, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the behind the scenes stories about how all these images and more were made. Alright, well, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to part 2 of the annual Summer Barn Tour. In the last video, I was able to show you 2 of the barns, and in this week's video, I'm going to show you 2 more. What I love most about doing the barn tour is the ability to get inside the barns, which is where you get to see the true character of each individual barn, the unique trinkets, the things that are inside, the details, just the nostalgia and charm and elegance and just the rustic elegance of each and every item within these barns. You know that every piece that you see just has to have its own story to it, and really that's what I try to bring out within my photography. Alright, so the first barn I'm going to show you today is the Wicked Witch Pottery Barn, and this one is really cool. I spent a ton of time there because there's a lot of different buildings with a lot of different light and a lot of different interesting things within each building. So I'll take you through the shots that I was able to capture and show you a little bit of video of each location as we go. So the very first thing I shot was this rustic old barn with the American flag on it. And this video here really is a good illustration of why you can't really get a good like scenic image of the barns when you're on the barn tour, just because there's so many different people in the way and so much going on. So that's another reason that I really focus on the interior of the barns and all the detail shots that I typically get. Speaking of details, I kind of fell in love with these chains and this old rusted out tail of a windmill that was tacked up along the side of this barn. Then we've got this straight on shot of the old barn and Old Glory. Gotta love that. Then a profile shot of the same thing. I think this is my favorite shot of this old barn. I love the rusticness of this image, and anything with the good old flag I'm gonna love, and really kind of fell in love with the light, how the darkness, the shadow up underneath the eave, and then the light coming through the hole in the roof and then illuminating that top part. Next, I went inside the barn and found these 2 compositions that I'll show you right now. I love how simple this picture is. I love the lines, I love the linearness of it, and the soft but very rich tones. I don't know, this is probably one of my favorites. And then literally right next to that composition was this one. And again, just fell in love with it for the same reasons, but a little bit different. Love the tones, I love the richness, but this one has more of that rustic hometown barn, just old-fashioned feel to it that I really love. And then when I was walking right over to the Wicked Witch Pottery Barn, I noticed this little scene on the right-hand side outside of the barn, and just the symmetry of the 2 windows and the 3 decorations beneath the windows. I had to shoot that. So this image combines almost everything that I love about Midwest photography, and that's all the different textures and all the different tones, and you have the symmetry and the nostalgia and the rusticness, and it just all ties together, and just really, really love this image. This one brings me right back to my childhood, spending summer afternoons on my grandma's front porch in Springfield, Illinois. Nothing to do and all day to do it, and just kind of having fun with my cousins and brothers and sisters, and just hanging out and enjoying life and watching it as it goes by. And then I had the pleasure of walking into this beautiful barn, and of course, it was just rustic charm every direction that I looked, and I was fortunate enough to capture a few images that I like quite a bit. Upon walking into this barn, I immediately gravitated to this one area. I saw the texture of the screen and the rough sawn wood and the wrought iron and the key, and just the different tones that went with everything, kind of muted but yet very saturated and rich. And I wasn't really sure how I was going to shoot it, but I ended up doing a 3-stop, 1 exposure, 1 stop apart bracket because of that brightness and that window opening in the background. They say that windows and doors take you places, and in this case, the screen door and these window openings take me back to a place and time where things were much simpler and much smoother and much easier and much better. And then these last few shots were more texture, tone, nostalgia, rusticness, all the good stuff. Alright, then it was time to get the heck on out of there and head off to barn number 5, my 4th for the day, and this one was super crowded because it was a horse farm and just had some beautiful, beautiful horses for the people to watch and feed and just enjoy their company, get some pictures, etc. And I'm an animal lover, and I'm really fortunate to have gotten a few pictures that I think were pretty good of the horses. As beautiful as those horses were, the barn that they get to live in was equally as beautiful. So I just fell in love with the scene. Kind of hard not to, with all the beautiful colors and tones and textures and things hanging on the wall. And I'm just going to show you 4 different compositions, pretty much from the same composition. I started out, the first one you're going to see is the widest, and it's the one that I think I like the most. But then there's 3 more images where I zoom in a little bit, zoom in a little bit more, so on and so forth. And let me know which one you like the best, but I think I like the one that is the widest, which is the first one you're going to see, and that's because it really shows the environment. It gives you everything. That being said, cropping in and showing those details is also pretty awesome. But let me know what you think. All right, everybody. Hey, that's going to do it for another summer barn tour. And thank you all very much for stopping by the channel and watching this far. And if you like the pictures and like the video, give it a like. That helps my channel out quite a bit. And if you've not already done so, hit the old subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you want to see more of my work, you can find me on Facebook at Garrick Gillette Photography. And that's going to do it. So hey, thank you very much. And we'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.